welcome to CCA's 2022 annual convening, Breakthrough. You represent the best and the brightest in this nation who have come together on one accord and on one mission to increase attainment rates.
We want to do better in educating people that are first generation, don't have that resource.
Things like food pantries, all the other kinds of assistance our students need. The Pell Grant is great, but as we already know, the Pell Grant doesn't cover the total costs, even at a community college, of attending school.
How do we encourage students from an earlier age, before they even get to college age, to understand why college is important?
And when we think about the work that we're talking about, institutional transformation, it's hard work. Like, you have to want to take the risk. You have to be committed, and so you have to be bold.
We have to remember that this is about saving democracy and an equitable country where students and people from all over the world that come to live here can have a fulfilling life.
The past few years have been really difficult for us in the reform movement. We've had so many wins over the last several years around access, around success, and even around completion. And so you may feel that there's some retrenchment, because on the one hand, colleges and reformers have worked together in remarkable ways to support students during a once-in-a-generation global pandemic. And you may think all of those hard-fought gains have been lost, and you may feel a little bit dismal about the future. The goal of this conference is to buoy you once again, to tell you that what you're doing is you're still on the right path, and we haven't lost. We may have lost some gain, but we haven't fully lost the battle. And so when we think about this war that we're in terms of winning over the hearts and minds of folks to see the value of higher education, helping folks understand that there is still an importance for higher education, and that despite these rising costs, we can still create an ROI for students and for society.
The democracy depends on students being able to work with people other than themselves and to listen to different ideas and to embrace, the entire spectrum of what's possible.
But what we know is that college still matters. It is still an important part of the trajectory to socioeconomic mobility for so many of our students. We know that whether they're talking about reskilling, upskilling, certificates, associate degrees, baccalaureate degrees, we're talking about credentials of purpose and value.